succeed when your actions begin to inspire others. And every successful person shows a common trait why his actions are different. Dear friend, I will tell you a story. A real story. The story of a village boy from Japan, born in a very poor family. They lived in a small house and all of them had to work to survive. He was already working in a shop when he was 9 years old. The job was simple. He would get there early and clean the shop, welcome customers, and look after the owner's child. 7 years passed this way. When he was 16, he got his first break in a company that was making electric bulbs. It was more than 100 years ago, and the boy was from a very poor family in a remote village. He never saw an electric bulb before, and he was fascinated by it. How it glows, how its glow changes human lives. He was deeply excited and started learning very quickly. He didn't even stop there. Nights, when he had no other job, he began to study. He started to experiment on his own. During daytime, he would work in the factory and would study at night. And one day, he made a new socket. A socket, he believed, would change how electricity flows into a bulb forever and would change how bulbs function. He was amazed, very excited, and went straight to his boss. But we know how bosses are normally. His boss didn't like the idea. Being rejected, he thought of starting a business. He went straight to his friends. No help either. His friends told him it would be a suicide, since he had no money, no education, no contacts, and no special talent to do a business. Till now, this story belongs to all of us. Some point of time in our lives, we get ideas which we just love and work our ass off on it. At an important junction, we show them to ones we love. But the world is full of critics and very little positivity. They reject our ideas, and when they reject us, we're discouraged, down, and low. Most of us quit, and even if we don't quit just then, we do it after a certain time. We return to our comfort zones and continue to work for someone else's dream for a decent life. This boy was different. He listened to everybody and then left his stable job for business. He started with practically no money, no education, no contacts, and no special talent. By then he was married and his wife was his only help. During the nights they were making sockets, and in the daytime they were going from door to door and from shop to shop trying to sell them. But nothing happened. Whoever they met, they all said no. Survival was tough. They were continuously borrowing money to survive, but that stopped too. Nobody was lending any more money. They started selling furnitures one by one. Their dream was dying. Somehow they managed to keep it alive. They thought of quitting many times, but something kept them going. They woke up early every day trying to sell sockets and survive the day, but nothing seemed to work. Nothing worked till one day. One day, the miracle finally happened. He got fast order for 1,000 pieces. Miracles happen, but never happen for free. And what he started has grown huge. It employs more than 250,000 people and turnover is 65 billion US dollars today. 65 billion US dollars. You know how much is that? It's like getting paid 55 crores of rupees every minute. And this would continue for a year. How do you feel? He did it. Without anything and any support at all. His real name is Konosuke Matsushita. We may or may not know his name. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we all know how the revolution he started. The company which started from a small, shabby house. Today, we call it PANASONIC. It became a reality because this boy was different. Today, 250,000 people are employed just because he decided to act differently. He taught us a simple lesson. And not just he, there is always an unbent man in the front page of every big success. He makes fire when everyone else is afraid of fire. He makes wheels when everyone else is afraid of falling stones. He's won and discouraged and even sent to prison sometimes, but nothing stops him ever. What is behind this courage? Is it passion? But if making socket was his passion, this boy wasn't making them anymore. After a few days, he was short of money. Then what kept him moving? Is it for money and fame? Money was certainly not the motivation when he was selling furniture. Fame was out of the question when he was borrowing money. Then what was it? If it was not money, fame, or passion, it was because he understood a simple fact. This world may not accept you by who you are today, but it will always accept what you believe you will become tomorrow. Believe in yourself. This principle is found in every story of success that inspires. It is why every successful person gets past their fears and conflicts. They have conflicts too, but they do not stay there for long. They rethink, reinvent the process, and come up with something extraordinary. But what makes them take the first step? Their belief in themselves. And we must believe in ourselves too if we want our stories to stand out. Just think what would happen if our boy never believed in himself. Probably he would never invent the socket, would keep his job for a decent life, never trying to start a business. Probably he would give up midway with fears that he wouldn't survive. When we don't believe in ourselves, we never truly see the opportunity and we are afraid of every possible obligation that is there. But there is at least one opportunity, that you are alive. This breath you just took is a blessing. Think of those who went to graves without ever trying. No matter how old you are, you have all the time, my friend. All you need is to believe that you will do it. If you ever want to do something different, don't let that belief go. Remember what Einstein once said, nature doesn't play dice. The thought of doing something different came to you because of a reason. This thought is bound to become a reality one day, only if you believe in yourself and don't quite give up. Only if you stand above the noise, become a doctor, engineer, lawyer, or a failure. Stand above them, my friends. Every one of you who ever felt this urge to do something different but never tried, but every one of you who tried but failed miserably and gave up, or those of you who are still trying but never found success, trust me, you will suffer more if you don't try. Believe in yourselves and wake up again with a new courage. I have a dream for you, a selfish dream but a dream nonetheless. Dream of a world where more people believe in themselves, where more people take risks and more people succeed. They make human lives just great and way more meaningful. And there lies my selfish reason. When my kids grow up, they will witness a more meaningful world. That is my dream. And this is what forced me to be here and make this video. We can be inspiration for people who need. Their lives can be more meaningful because of us. There are too many people seeking this help every day. They're everywhere. They're in Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Bengal, Northeast. Every state needs our help. People outside of this country need our help. Bangladesh needs our help. Sri Lanka needs our help. Nepal needs our help. Bhutan needs our help. If our actions fail to inspire them, then whose actions will? It is only us who can make the world more meaningful for ourselves and for others who, on being inspired, can change the fate of this country. Who will help? If not us, then who? If not now, then when? You can. Only by believing you can. Believe in yourself.